Hey, what up guys? Matt here, Country Song Teacher. Very unrehearsed video, but I've been getting this question a lot, so I thought I would address it. And that is how to buy a guitar. How to purchase your first guitar, your second, things to look for. Again, I'm no expert at this, but I can tell you things I've found to be beneficial that I like to, give out any kind of advice I can that maybe can help you guys. First of all, it's catch-22. People say, what guitar should I buy for my son, or I'm looking to get playing, and what's a great beginner guitar? My battery's getting low there. It's a question you kind of gotta, it's like a lot of things in life, it's about your budget. And what's tough is a lot of times people jump into playing guitar and they really don't sound good because their guitar is just super cheap and very hard to play. So they get frustrated and they don't want to play anymore, when truthfully the guitar was hard to tune. It was the strings were hard to press, it hurt their fingers, it kept sliding off their leg, and they couldn't see over the thickness and all this stuff over the body. So they get frustrated and don't play. And on the other hand, people don't want to go spend $500, $600, $700 and buy some really nice guitar and then not play it, or their son or daughter give it up or whatever. So I see the kind of tension there, but it's like a lot of things, guys. The more you, for the most part, the more you pay, the better you get. If you find a Martin, a Taylor, Gibson, these brands, they do sound better in my mind. I've played a lot. That's not to say other guitars can't sound good, but they just seem easier to play with a brighter, kind of clearer sound. I'm a fan of a Taylor. This is a Taylor GS Mini mahogany version that I have. I also have a Taylor 614 CE. I have a Washburn guitar. The first guitar I ever learned on was called a Ovation, and I got that because it had a rounded back. It was very thin and had a rounded back. One of the things I can tell you, you want to find a guitar that is pretty somewhat thin for beginners, because they're going to struggle looking over the guitar, seeing what they're playing. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing, you can just, I'm not sitting there. You can set up and play, whether you're wearing a strap or whatever. But if you're a beginner, you're constantly going to have that guitar lean back, and you'll be looking at your fingers and looking down. You'll strum, you'll switch, and you'll strum, and you'll switch, and you'll strum, and so forth. So I recommend a thinner guitar. Like I said, Washburn. I have Washburn's pretty thin. These Taylor GS Minis are thin. The Ovation has the rounded back. They're very thin. Some people even want to learn electric. People say, should I learn on acoustic or an electric? I did a little bit of both. Electric is definitely way easier on your fingers. The strings are usually lighter, so they're easier to press. So a lot of guys I taught in college used an electric, and it was a lot easier. It can kind of jab into your finger, but it's way easier to press and get a clear sound. So you might want to even start out in electric, even though I like the sound. My style of music, I like the sound of acoustic. Something you want to look for too is like the distance between the strings and the neck. This is called the neck of the guitar. Each of these squares is called a fret. That's a fret. First fret, second fret, third fret, and so forth. F-R-E-T, fret. The distance between the string and the fret makes it easier to play. So like I said, these Taylors are very easy to kind of press. So that's something to look for also. And I tell people too, especially if you're a beginner and you don't know, go to like a Guitar Center or a Sam Ash or some kind of music place where someone can guide you in what they think, maybe even a used instrument. A lot of times you can get a better value used instrument more than a new one, similar to cars and all that stuff. But the one thing I would warn you is, sales guys a lot of times can have promotional items where they get extra kickback or whatever. If they'll push their off-brand. Or I know when I worked at GNC for a while, they were always giving this like $8, $9 kickback if you sold their brand of protein or something. So everybody walks in, you're like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. But you're pushing that because as a sales guy, you get the kickback from it. So a lot of times sales places can work the same way. If they're going to push their brand, what they have to get moved to get a better return instead of you having your best interest. That's not everybody. I'm just telling you to consider that. The other thing I tell people all the time is make sure you play the guitar before you buy it. Don't buy one just out of a box that you know nothing about, because you don't know if it feels good to you. And even though you're a beginner, you can tell if something kind of sits on your leg okay, if it feels okay, if you're kind of comfortable with the width right here, the width right here. Is it easy to tune, that kind of thing. Maybe even have someone who's a little better than you go with you. You know, if you're truly interested in learning guitar, it's a big investment, because you know you're going to spend hours and hours a day practicing this instrument, learning, perfecting it, watching my videos. Holla, plug. Oh, sorry. So you want to do it right. I mean, you want to buy the right guitar that's best fit for you and that you really enjoy playing, because otherwise, you know, you're gonna be stuck with a bad guitar your whole time. And you might even want to, if you're a beginner, buy something cheaper, $100 or so, and play it for a few months, and you see, hey, I'm liking this, and man, I'm watching all Matt's videos, and I'm learning, I'm so good. Holla. Oh, sorry. You're watching the videos, you start to pick up on it, then go trade it in. You put on Craigslist, you might lose 20-30%, but then you just keep upgrading. That's what I did. I started out pretty cheap guitar, and I just kept upgrading until I got that Taylor 614. That's a pretty expensive guitar, but man, it sounds amazing. It sounds way better in person than it does even on these videos. So that's my advice: is play a guitar before you buy it. Don't buy one from out of a box at a Walmart or Target or something. Try to find somebody that knows a little more than you do, that at a Guitar Center, Sam Ash, some music place, they can kind of play it and show you what it can do. Each guitar is different. They're hand built and stuff, so you want to make sure you like the sound of it. $500 is a Taylor GS Mini. I love this guitar. I play this more than any of them. I travel with it. Comes with a great case, all that stuff. So, but go to OfferUp or Close 5 and all these little sales sites, eBay and all that stuff, Craigslist. Type in guitar. You can find some good deals. People just didn't stay interested or whatever and gave it up. So check those out. So anyway, guys, this quick little tidbit, thought I'd give you advice there. How to buy a guitar. Check out CountrySongTeacher.com and AcousticSelection.com for all my videos. And hope you guys have a great day. God bless you.